Hello everyone. Today we will be discussing a few more details about inference in the logistic regression setup. So we have already discussed the deviance approach, which is similar to the extra sum of squares approach, and we also said that that can be used for testing significance of either the individual regressors or a group of regressors. Okay, but of course we can always resort to the Wald type test procedure. Wald type test procedure is basically like a t-test. That is, if I want to test an h0, say beta j equal to 0 versus alternative hypothesis beta j not equal to 0, what I can do is I can take beta j hat minus 0 divided by standard error of beta j hat as my test statistic. Okay, and its cutoff can be approximated by asymptotically can be approximated by normal distribution. Okay, so the question remains is how do I get the standard error? We know that our estimates of beta have been derived via maximum likelihood estimation, and from the theory of MLE we know that the asymptotic variance covariance matrix for the MLE depends on the information matrix. So that's what we are going to do. So because we know the likelihood, we can define a matrix G as second derivative of the log likelihood, okay, with respect to these parameters. Okay, then this is an information matrix, and we know that I theta inverse, sorry, this is not an information matrix. Expectation of minus G becomes an information matrix, and we know that inverse of this is the variance covariance matrix. Okay, so for testing beta j hat, what we can do is we can take sigma beta hat as minus G, where you substitute beta hat in place of beta. Okay, so sigma beta hat can be taken as minus G beta hat. Okay, with this now I can take diagonal elements of sigma beta hat as standard errors of the individual beta j hats. Okay, and then we can define the test statistic. And once I have these variances for individual betas, it is easy to construct confidence interval or the prediction interval for predicted values of the regression model. Okay, so what are my predicted values? We know that my predicted value is going to be y hat, but that depends on pi hat. So pi I hat is defined as beta prime into whatever is the ith observation. Okay, beta prime OI, where OI is the ith observation, so it contains values of all the variables for that particular subject. Okay, so pi I hat is this. Now I know variance of beta hat, so I can use variance of beta hat to get confidence interval for pi I hat, and once I have confidence interval for pi I hat, then that is what I need. In fact, I could also get confidence interval for the, so how will I get this? So variance of pi I hat I will write as OI prime variance of beta OI, okay, OI prime variance of beta hat into OI, correct? So with this variance, now I can get the confidence interval. So pi I hat minus Z alpha by 2 variance of pi I hat, and of course upper limit will be pi I hat plus Z alpha by 2 variance of pi I hat. Okay, this is my confidence interval for the estimated success probability for the ith observation. And once I have this, this is what I need. Okay, And individual confidence interval for betas that we derived here above using, okay, so I didn't write, but basically you can construct it similarly using this. That can be used to get confidence interval for the odds ratio. Is it okay? So this is how inference on individual parameters can be carried out using the theory of maximum likelihood estimation that we know, and then that can be used for getting the confidence interval for the fitted values and also for getting confidence interval for the odds ratio corresponding to individual regresses. Okay, let me stop here. Thank you.